Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're gearing up for your WAEC, NECO, or JAMB exams, you are in the exact right spot. Today, with QandA Help, which is literally your top exam prep platform, we're going to completely demystify finding the median from a frequency table. I know, it's one of those topics that trips up so many students, but trust me, by the time we're done here, you're going to see just how incredibly straightforward it actually is.
So, QandA Help is basically your ultimate partner for exam success, taking all those scattered past questions and turning them into one beautifully organized library. And you know what? Because our main goal today is getting you exam ready as fast as possible, we're actually throwing out the roadmap and the study guide today. Yeah, no lengthy intros, no fluff, no messing around. We are diving straight into the deep end with a crucial past question to build up that confidence for exam day.
All right, let's look at the exact kind of question you're going to face. This is from WASSCE Mathematics 2026, question 43. It says, the table shows the frequency distribution of the number of chairs in each of 40 rooms. And our mission? Simply find the median. We've got four options. A is 6.5, B is 9.0, C is 4.0, and D is 5.0. Now I want you to keep your eyes glued to that number 40. We are hunting for the median of these 40 specific rooms.
But wait, before we even look at the numbers, let's just make sure we're crystal clear on what we're actually looking for. The median. It's the exact middle value when all your data is arranged in order. Think of it like this. Imagine taking 40 students and arranging them in a single, long line, sorted by height. If you walk right down that line, you're looking for the students standing directly in the center. But here's the catch. Because we have 40 observations, which is an even number, there's not going to be just one student in the exact middle. There's going to be two. We need to pin down their exact positions.
And honestly, what's so great about this is how simple the math is to find those middle spots. Since our total number of observations is 40, we just take 40 and divide it by 2. Boom, 20. But like we said, 40 is an even number, so the 20th position all by itself isn't perfectly in the middle. We actually need to grab both the 20th and the 21st positions. These two target positions share the exact center of our data. Find the values at these two spots, and you've found your median.
So how do we find out exactly how many chairs are in that 20th and 21st room? Well, we use a super handy mathematical tool called Cumulative frequency. It's brilliant, really, because it shows us exactly how to keep track of data in a table. Cumulative frequency just means we're going to continuously add the frequencies together, sweeping from left to right. This lets us track the exact position of every single data point, from room number 1 all the way down to room 40.
Okay, let's take a look at our main frequency table. This is going to be our anchor. Notice that the top row is the number of chairs, and that goes from 1 to 7. The bottom row is the frequency, which just tells us how many rooms have that specific number of chairs. So for example, 2 rooms have 1 chair, 7 rooms have 2 chairs, 5 rooms have 3 chairs, you get the idea. The most important thing here is that we never lose our place in this table.
Let's go ahead and add a third row to this table and call it cumulative frequency. We are going to build this out step by step. For the very first column, which is the rooms with just 1 chair, the frequency is 2. So our very first cumulative frequency is simply 2. We literally just drop that number straight down. What this tells us is that the first and second observations in our sorted data are rooms with exactly 1 chair.
Now let's watch how this builds. We take that 2 and add the next frequency, which is 7. Well, 2 plus 7 equals 9. Next up, we add the 5. 9 plus 5 is 14. Add the next one, which is 4. 14 plus 4 gives us 18. Now let's pause for a second. What does this 18 actually mean? It means that if we group together all the rooms containing 1, 2, 3, or 4 chairs, they make up the first 18 rooms in our data set. But remember our mission. We're hunting for the 20th and 21st rooms, so we're not quite there yet.
All right, here's the crucial point. Let's take our running total of 18 and add the next frequency in the table, which is 9. 18 plus 9 brings us to 27. This number lands right under the 5-chair mark. Guys, this is a massive breakthrough. This tells us that room 19, room 20, room 21, all the way up to room number 27, they all belong to this specific group. They all have exactly 5 chairs.
So because our cumulative frequency took that big jump from 18 to 27 in just one column, our target positions, remember the 20th and the 21st, they fall perfectly inside that range.
That means the value for both of these observations is exactly the same. The 20th observation is 5 chairs. And yep, the 21st observation is also 5 chairs.
Now that we've successfully hunted down our 2 middle observations, calculating the final median is an absolute breeze. When you have 2 middle numbers, you just find their average. So we add them together and divide by 2. 5 plus 5 equals 10, and 10 divided by 2 gives us 5.0. It is really that simple. Because both of our middle rooms had 5 chairs, the exact mathematical middle of our entire dataset is 5.0.
Real quick, before we lock in our final answer, I need to warn you about a very, very common trap. You've got to understand the difference between the median and the mode. The median, which we just found, is the middle position based on our cumulative frequency, right? That's 5.0. But the mode, that's the value at the highest frequency. If you glance back at the table, the highest frequency was 9, which matched up with 5 chairs. Sometimes in the rush of an exam, students just see that biggest number, 9, and circle it. But 9 is the frequency. It's not the median. Do not fall for that trap. So, looking back at our multiple choice options, we can confidently, and I mean 100% confidently, confirm our answer. Option D is 5.0. And look at how the other options just make absolutely no sense now. Option A, 6.5, nowhere near our middle observations. Option B, 9.0. That's the exam trying to trick you with the mode. And option C, 4.0, only covers up to the 18th position. So, without a shadow of a doubt, option D is the absolute correct choice.
Okay, I want to give you a powerful exam shortcut you can memorize right now to save precious time on your test. It's basically a cheat code. Whenever you're asked to find the median for an even number of observations, just follow these 3 quick steps. Step 1, divide the total frequency by 2. Step 2, locate that position and the very next position using a cumulative frequency row. Step 3, find their average. Boo! Commit that to memory, and you're going to fly through these questions. Let's do a super quick recap just to completely cement this in your brain. Our total frequency was 40. That meant our middle positions had to be the 20th and 21st. By building out our cumulative frequency row, we saw that both of those observations landed right in the column for 5 chairs. Finally, we averaged them out, 5 plus 5 divided by 2, to get our final median of 5.0. Okay, I promised we were going to build your confidence today, so let's jump right into a rapid-fire practice quiz. Let's prove to yourself that you've got this down. Here is quick quiz 1. You've got the values 2, 4, and 6. Their frequencies are 1, 3, and 2, respectively. I want you to find the median. Go ahead, think about the shortcut we just talked about. What's the total frequency? Where are those middle positions? Let's walk through it together. First, we add up the frequencies. 1 plus 3 plus 2 equals 6. That's our total. And hey, it's even. 6 divided by 2 is 3, so our middle positions are the 3rd and the 4th. Now for the cumulative frequency. Start with 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So our cumulative frequencies are 1, 4, and 6. This means our 3rd and 4th positions both fall perfectly into the column where the value is 4. The average of 4 and 4 is, well, it's 4. You absolutely nailed it. All right, let's serve up one final quick quiz to give you one more satisfying win. Quick quiz 2. This time our values are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the frequencies are 2, 1, 3, and 2. Using the exact same strategy we've been doing, find the median. Actually, try tracking those cumulative frequencies in your head right now as we go from left to right. Okay, let's solve this one step by step. The total frequency is 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2, which gives us 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4, which means we're looking for the 4th and 5th positions. Let's run the cumulative frequencies. Start with 2, then 2 plus 1 is 3, then 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 plus 2 is 8. Notice how the cumulative frequency jumps from 3 to 6 right at the value of 3? That means both our 4th and 5th observations are the value 3. Their average is simply 3, so your final median is 3. And there you go. You have officially mastered finding the median from a frequency table. It is all about finding that middle ground and carefully using your cumulative frequency. Now, if you want to keep this momentum going and totally conquer your upcoming exams, rush over to QandAHelp.com right now for more past questions, study tools for WAEC, JAMB, and NECO, and a whole lot more. You completely conquered the median today, but it kind of makes you wonder, what other notoriously tricky math concepts are hiding in plain sight, just waiting for a simple shortcut to unlock them?
Keep practicing, stay focused, and as always, thank you so much for learning with this explainer.